Hey everybody, it's Megan
and Timothy.
Today we are talking about coping skills. Now, coping skills are those strategies, techniques, and things you do to help you essentially deal with life and all the feelings that you have. And some of our videos we've talked about anger and frustration, but we have other feelings too, don't we?
Yeah, there's anxiety, sadness, happiness.
And some of those need coping skills too. So today we wanted to share a little bit about what you can do if you're feeling worried or anxious about something. We had two things that worked best for you. But I was wondering, Tim, what are some things that you worry about?
Sometimes I worry about what's gonna happen if I'm going somewhere or doing something new.
Yeah.
Sometimes I worry about the situation. And it really depends. There's a lot of things you can get worked up about.
Also looking back on something that happened too, and then you're rethinking it all and wondering what you could have done differently.
Yes.
So one of the strategies that you use, and because we like to talk and go for walks and things, is to talk about what's the worst that could happen.
And it might sound kind of mean, like, oh, come on, what's the worst that can happen? But it does help to actually think, okay, what's the actual most likely thing that could go wrong? And more often than not, you'll think, oh wait, none of this is actually gonna likely happen. Like, if you're going to try something new, what's the worst that could happen? Someone notices you can't, like, someone laughs at you or something, you never see them again in your life, and you move on.
Exactly. So for some people, thinking about what the worst that could happen is helpful because you just get all that anxiety out in the open and you talk about it, and you can also work through solutions for those things. Now, if that strategy doesn't work for you and it makes you more upset, what would you recommend?
Well, you could try a different one, because not every coping skill works for everyone. Sometimes some work better, some don't help. It really depends.
So if you notice that thinking about what the worst that could happen is making you more anxious, then stop and don't do that. Another thing that you and I do a lot of the time is to look back on similar situations or times when you've overcome. How does that help you?
That can really help, saying, oh hey, remember that time it actually worked out. Like, it can really help, just thinking like that it helped in the past and that you got out of a similar situation.
Helps with your mindset and encourages you, because then it builds you up and you're like, hey, I can do hard things. And I've gone through it and I've been okay. And it also helps you remember that you're like your parents and your friends, they're on your side too.
Yeah. So those are two different strategies you can use, and I hope they work out for you. Bye.